start this game. Fair catch, called for and made. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Ward. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Booker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That's
And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. get set on first down. Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From back of the end zone, he'll bring, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Touch pass on the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. A first down for the offense. Trying the left side. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll keep it himself. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Caught over the middle. It's Higgins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick when you can go to.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. It's caught downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll immediately call timeout. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback gets past the marker. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
number 96 on field goal.
Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Got his man quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Sampson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Gets it past the marker. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 23, Alabama 7.
And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points...
Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires...
Razorbacks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First down here for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 35, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the inside give. Fighting off the defender. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One final play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Using the spin move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes the catch. It's Higgins. Nothing but green ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the lone running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
This time he's got it. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He makes the connection. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You can have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Running back searching for a hole. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return.